Gonna look back. There you go. Hopefully he's okay. He's kicked these things back in all the time. See, there's pieces of coral. The ocean washes up. I'm not gonna do that right now. I just started my walk. I haven't felt like doing what I'm doing right now either in a long time, just narrating the walk, but for some reason I'm feeling it.
I can't see shit.
Really talk about what I'm about to talk about, but this might connect with somebody, I'm sure. You know, so I left home very young, 15. I was on my own. I could speak to my parents for many years, and then I got back in touch, and I'm trying to have a relationship with my father. And you know, I've done well. I'm not asking him for anything. You know, making it on my own. I'm doing, you know, positive things to anybody, but especially him. You know, personal trainer, actor, gut punch champ, you know, wrestler. Done a lot of things, but now currently, you know, personal trainer. I'm still doing the acting thing. You know, I'm not calling myself an actor, but I've been on many shows. You know, I'm not trained in any capacity for acting, but I call myself an entertainer more. But anyway, he's seen the shows. You know, I'm abandoned at 15, and then you know, all these years later, I'm on television. It's pretty remarkable. It's incredible, and nobody helped me. And I've seen a lot of people go the path that I went, and they're certainly not on TV. It destroyed them. You know, alcohol, drugs, to cover the pain. But I worked out. That was my main thing. I experimented when I was younger, but never was addicted to anything. I was just, pot was my thing, and working out for sure. So I stay away from alcohol pretty much my entire life. Right now I don't smoke anything, I don't drink anything. Fitness is the name of the game for me. Fitness is why I'm here right now at the beach. Fitness is what brought me everything in my entire life. But very few I've seen that been down the road I was on took the fitness path, which is a shame, because it's saved me. I always said, when life's been unkind to me, fitness has always been there. It's the only thing that's never let me down, and that's the truth. So back to my family. My dad, I got a letter from him, Christmas, whatever it was, birthday or Christmas, because those are only two times we, you know, send letters, and I always send a letter to him for Christmas and his birthday. I saw his handwriting. It was nothing like it used to be. He had really amazing handwriting. He took pride in his handwriting. But on that card, that writing is not recognizable to what I know him. I couldn't even decipher the name. And that's when I knew, wow. You know, he's, you know, and last time I called him before that, he had a caretaker there, which I wasn't aware of. They had a caretaker there at the house, corrected him when we were on the phone. I don't know, I said, don't do that. Blew my mind. Sounds the same pretty much. He seems all there, but from the writing and the caretaker, it really hit me. So I was driving back from the beach, and I was thinking about him. I started crying. You know, again, we haven't had the best relationship, but I've tried very hard to have a relationship with him, very hard. So I called him up and I told him, you know, thank you for everything you ever done for me. I'm where I'm at now because of you, from you helping me. So if you ever feel that nobody cares or appreciates you, I want you to burn this into your brain. I do. I care. And you can call me if you ever needed me. And he rushes me off the phone. Doesn't even say thank you. Doesn't even seem appreciative of that. I mean, because of his tuna fish sandwich that I guess I called while he was eating. I I was very nice. I said, okay, no problem, I'll let you go. I just wanted to tell you that. And he basically hung up, not even saying goodbye. And I thought about that for a while, and I kept thinking about it, and I was training a client yesterday. I started crying, talking about that, which is, I'm not a big time crier, that's for sure, but that's an open wound that I realize, you know, that's bigger than I thought, because everything else is good, and that I just want them to be nice, you know, and I don't understand why you can't. So if anybody hears that and understands, it's not you, it's him. He's obviously unhappy, miserable, and not a very courteous, kind person. And don't think it's you. Unless you did something to somebody that's horrible, then, you know, it might be you. I haven't. You know, I was a hard to deal with kid. This was a very long time ago. I've more than made up for it. And he sees that, because he wouldn't even speak to me. If he thought I wasn't whatever he thinks a person should be, he would never talk to me again in a second. So I know he respects me, and through these calls, most of the time he's very mean, but I've gotten some kindness. I've gotten something. I've gotten something, you know, here and there. So all the persistence and consistency I've done with working out made me who I am, and all that persistence and consistency calling my dad, even though a lot of the time he's just unnecessarily cruel and insensitive as heck for no reason. There was some good ones. So persistence and consistency is the key to everything in life. Now, after saying that to him, and him, you know, basically hanging up on me, but, you know, he didn't do it in a mean way. He just, that's who he is. And I, you know, said, love you, whatever, and he hung up. It wasn't that bad. It wasn't like a fight. You know, it was a cordial in his mind. But to me, I just think that response for what I said, the magnitude and the fact that I was crying, mentioned the card, the whole thing, it blows my mind. I'm not crying now. But there's a saying, and it's one of my favorites: when you share your pain, it gets cut in half, and when you share your joy, it doubles. I'll say it again. When you share your pain, it gets cut in half, and when you share your joy, it doubles. No, I'm not even in that section. Getting stared at, you know, so ridiculous and inappropriate. And there's another saying I love: you're 100% accountable 100% of the time. I'll say that again. You are 100% accountable 100% of the time. Whoa, that water's chasing me. Look at that. I'm trying to get my feet wet. Wow. Very lovely lady. Lucky guy right there. Very lucky, I guess. So I'm walking to the last lifeguard stand, and I started halfway. I don't know the number, it doesn't really matter, but I do half the beach, and then I go back and I do it again. So 4 times comes out to 8.5 miles. That's a normal walk, and 3.5 hours. I guess it's 2.1 miles each way, up, back. Okay, one more. There's one more stand. These are new glasses too. I haven't recorded a whole lot with them. I used to do it all the time, and then I stopped for a while. I just want to be left alone, man. I just don't want to be bothered. I go out of my way not to bother anybody, and it's incredible how much people try to bother me in different ways. at all these guys.